where you going? He said, you know where the king is born? He says, okay, all right, go and check out and then bring me a word. And then he wanted to go kill him. Right. So this attack, this warfare, now the enemy cannot destroy Jesus. All right, he cannot destroy Jesus' lineage. Christ is going to be born. All right, he born, he come on. Okay, he tried to kill, he couldn't. He had to flee from from Israel, go to Egypt. All right, and then come back again. And all this time, the enemy was timing, was looking for Christ. Looking for Christ. The hatred he had for Christ will be the same hatred he's going to have for the church. Because he could not destroy Christ until Christ himself surrendered. All right? He surrendered because it was time for him to die. If not, they couldn't have taken him. But he free said, no one takes away my life. Okay? I lay it down freely. I have the commandment from my Father to lay down my life and then to take it back again. Nobody takes my life away from me. When it was time for his purpose, to be accomplished, he surrendered. So he could die on the cross. All right? And after that, and the devil couldn't do him anything, he rises from the dead. Now all the hatred against Christ is now centered on the church. On every human being that believes on Jesus Christ is an enemy of the devil. The devil is going to attack you because he couldn't stop Jesus. He thought he killed him, and they were having good time, in hell when Jesus appeared there. So, oh my Lord! All right, but when he rose from the dead, that's it. Everybody was going to Jesus. Everybody was believing on him. So that the hatred of the devil now is declared openly against the people of God. The people who believe on this Jesus Christ. That's the spiritual warfare. That is why we are involved in. That's why we have to look at how Jesus fought it.